بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. صلى الله عليك يا سيدي ومولاي يا رسول الله. صلى الله عليك يا مولاي وابن مولاي يا أبا عبد الله. غريب يا مظلوم كربلاء، يا ليتنا كنا معكم سيدي فنفوز فوزا عظيما. لعن الله الظالمين لكم من الأولين والآخرين إلى قيام يوم الدين. صلوا على محمد وآل محمد. Tonight belong to Abu al-Fadl al-Abbas salawatullahi wa salamuhu alayh, who is a brother of Imam Hussain but from a different mother. And the life of Abu al-Fadl is the best example for people to know the loyalty of the brother to his brother and loyalty of the sons of the Imams to the Imam, even if he is their brother, but they are respecting him as an Imam rather than a brother only. Amir al-Mu'minin Salamullahi alayh knew about the story of Karbala and that his son Imam Hussain will be alone in Karbala and will be killed by the enemies. We mentioned that before because the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam informed them about it. So Imam Ali asked his brother Aqil. Aqil was specialized to know the tribes of the Arabs. Ansab al-Arab. He knows which tribe and what peculiarities, characteristics of each tribe of the Arabs. He asked him that, would you please choose me a woman from a tribe who are brave and all their descendants were brave, so that she may get me a children who are brave and will support my son Hussein in Karbala. Aqil told him that the best one is Fatima bint Hizam al-Kilabiyya, because she as a woman is a well-known, very good woman with good personality, and also her descendants, the father, grandfather, all were among the brave warriors of Arab, and they were leaders of Kilab, which is one of the big tribes of Arabs in those days. So Imam alayhi salam sent Aqil in order to ask for the hand of Fatima from her father. Here some people might raise an issue that Imam Ali is the door of knowledge of the Holy Prophet, and he knew the things on earth or on heaven taught to him by the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam better than his brother Aqil. He himself said, سلوني قبل أن تفقدوني سلوني عن طرق السماوات فإني أعرف بها منكم عن طرق الأرض منكم بطرق الأرض. Ask me about the roots of heaven, I know them better than you know the roots of earth. So how he asked his brother about it, while he should have a better knowledge than his brother? Actually, the answer is easy, because Imam wanted to tell them what is the aim behind this marriage. It was, of course, after martyrdom of Fatima al-Zahra salamullahi alayha. Probably it was at the year 25 of Hijrah, and Fatima al-Zahra was martyred at the year of 11 of Hijrah. So Imam wanted to tell them in advance what is the aim behind this marriage and what he is foreseeing of the future. That is why he asked Aqil for that, and when Aqil told him, Imam accepted his view and asked for the marriage of Fatima bint Hizam al-Kilabiyya. When Aqil came, well, the father of Fatima, he was head of his tribe, and they hear that brother of Imam Ali has come for certain issue. They welcomed him, and then they asked him, what is the purpose of your visit? He said, I came for engagement of your daughter to my brother Imam Ali alayhi salam. Well, the father could have said right away, well, that is our honor to be a brother-in-law with Imam Ali alayhi salam. That is ideal. Or he will be father-in-law actually of Imam Ali alayhi salam. But he said, okay, let me ask the daughter herself and get her permission. You see, this is one of the important things, that though the father may realize that this marriage is ideal and good and he is convinced 100% about it, but still he has to take permission of his daughter about the marriage. She has to be convinced. When he entered the tent of his wife, he found his daughter relating a dream to her mother. Said, well, yesterday I saw a dream that there are 4 moons and one of them 4 stars, and one of them was a moon, and they fell down in my laps. So he said, well, the meaning of this dream is very clear. You will get 4 brave sons, and one of them is going to be called Qamar al-Ashira, the moon of the tribe, the one who is head and the brave one there. And well, if he is very beautiful, is called like the moon, you know. So he is the moon of the tribe of Bani Hashim, the clan of Bani Hashim. And then he told them that this Aqil, brother of Imam Ali, is here, and he is asking to marry or to come for the marriage of my daughter for his brother Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salam. And naturally they agreed, and she came to the house. It is mentioned that she told Imam Ali that I agree to enter your house after getting permission from Imam Hassan and Imam Hussain and Zainab salamullahi alayhima, because they will see the place of their mother empty and should not see me taking place of their mother. That is only a psychological matter. And she said, I do not want to hurt them even up to that extent. Though they were grown at that time, you know, at the year about 25 of Hijrah. Well, Imam Hassan, Imam Hussain, they were born at 3rd and 4th or 4th and 5th, according to different historians. So their age by that time is around 18, 20 years. But still she said, I have to take permission from them. And when she entered, she told them, do you agree that I will be servant at your house to serve you instead of your mother, who is not here to serve you? Of course, Imam Hassan and Imam Hussain and Sayyidah Zainab salamullahi alayha welcomed her, and she was always respecting Imam Hassan and Imam Hussain, not as only sons of her husband, but respect them as an Imam. Said they are grandsons of the Holy Prophet, and they have a special position. We have to respect them, special respect. Well, it is mentioned in the history when Abu al-Fadl was born, his eyes were closed, and when he was carried by his mother or father, still his eyes were closed. And when Imam Hussain came to carry his newborn brother, he opened the eye and smiled in face of his brother Imam Hussein. And it used to be mentioned that there were a special relation between Imam Hussein and Abu al-Fadl Salamullahi alayh. Probably because the way of bringing up of his mother is such that she says to him, you have to respect your brothers not only as a brother, but as a master for you, because they are your Imam, and you have to respect them as an Imam. And that is why Abu al-Fadl Salamullahi alayh had great loyalty to Imam Hussein and Imam Hassan, and to his sister Sayyidah Zainab Salamullahi alayha, which was mentioned in the history as special loyalty and a special relation between these brothers. It is mentioned in the history that one day Imam Hussein alayhi salam was sitting in the mosque and he was feeling thirst. Qambar, servant of Imam Ali, was sitting, and he asked Qambar, would you please get me a cup of water? Abu al-Fadl, when he heard, he ran away. He said, I will bring the water. He came to his mother and asked the mother that, my mother, my master Hussein is feeling thirst, would you please give me a cup of water? Well, he was a child, probably at age of 3, 4, 5 years, because it's mentioned in the history that when he used to carry the cup, the water used to fill down. Still, he is not strong enough to carry the cup, water cup. So Imam Ali alayhi salam looked to this situation and he started weeping, and they asked him why. He said, I remember the day which is going to come in Karbala when my son Abu al-Fadl is going to bring water for my son Hussein when he feels thirst there. So that memory started from that day. And Abu al-Fadl Salamullahi alayh was known to be first very beautiful. His face is like the moon. Secondly, he was very brave. Thirdly, he was very tall. When he rode the horse, his legs were near to reach the ground. In the Battle of Siffin, it is mentioned, Battle of Siffin was around the year 38, 39 of Hijrah, and Abu al-Fadl was born in the year 26. So his age was about 12 years. And Imam Ali alayhi salam asked Bani Hashim not to fight because they were very brave, and then Banu Umayyah will kill them, and then no one will remain from this tribe of Bani Hashim. So he asked Imam Hassan, Imam Hussein, Abu al-Fadl, and other Bani Hashim not to fight, not to participate in war, to sit at the tent in the middle of the army, but not physically fight. Well, they were very brave, and if they fight, the enemy might surround them and kill them, and then the descendants of the Prophet will not remain. So Imam Ali wanted to preserve the descendants of the Prophet. It looks that Abu al-Fadl was standing at the front of the army, not fighting, but just standing, and a young boy at the age of 12 years. Somebody from people of Sham, he asked him, do you want to come to fight? Well, when he was called, now if he say no, they say you are a coward, So he said, well, okay, if you like, then I will fight. He fought with him and killed him quickly. Another one came, he was very brave, and he told him, okay, do you want to fight with me? He said, well, let me get permission of my Imam. And then came to Imam Ali and told him that they are calling me to fight. Imam Ali told him that, didn't I tell you not to fight? He said, well, he called me, and it is shame if I will not respond to him. Imam said, yes, but to be obedient to your Imam is better than to fight with them. I don't want you to fight. Then Imam Ali changed the dress of Abu al-Fadl with his dress. So his shape was like shape of Abu al-Fadl because they were the same dress, and usually the face is closed at time of war. When he came, that one was just making fun. He said, well, have you asked your Imam to permit you to fight? Imam did not want to say yes. He recited the ayah, أُذِنَ لِلَّذِينَ يُقَاتِلُونَ بِأَنَّهُمْ ظُلِمُوا. He recited ayah of the Holy Quran that those who were oppressed were allowed to fight. And then he hit him in the head. He cut his head till his body into two pieces. Each piece was to one side. Muawiyah and Amr ibn al-As were looking. They found this strike is not a strike of a young boy at age of 12. No one can cut the head while the bone is very strong, and then the vertebra, and he cut all, make him two halves. And he said, well, that is, who is this warrior? He can't be ordinary warrior. Amr ibn al-As said, well, I think he is Ali. But if you want to know exactly whether he is Ali or not, ask all the army to attack him. If he is ordinary warrior, naturally, he will withdraw till his army will back him, and then with his army will come and attack. But if he is Imam Ali will never withdraw from the fight. Then he asked army of Sham, 60,000 soldiers, to attack in one attack, and Imam Ali stood there and was fighting with them till his people came and supported him. And then they realized that that strike was a strike of Imam Ali, because no one else could have done that. So it shows that Abu al-Fadl Salamullahi alayhi was so brave from his childhood. Naturally, he learned the bravery from his father, Imam Ali, and brother Imam Hassan and Imam Hussain, and he was grown up in that way. He had, Abu al-Fadl, three brothers, Abdullah and Uthman and Ja'far. So they were total four brothers, sons of al-Banin. al-Banin was the title given to Fatima bint Hizam al-Kilabiyya. It is said, some said her title was al-Banin from the beginning. Some said Imam Ali called her al-Banin because she said, don't call me Fatima because your sons will remember their mother, and memory of their mother might hurt them. So Imam Ali called her al-Banin. al-Banin literally means mother of the sons, had many sons. But that title is given to the lady who is very much respected in her tribe and head of the tribe. So they call her, I like a mother who had too many sons to support her or to defend her, to take care of her, because naturally in those days, having too many sons is a source of power for the mother and respect for the mother. Anyhow, Abu al-Fadl Salamullahi alayhi learned loyalty to his brother Imam Hussain from his mother, and well, because he knows they are Hujjatullahi ala al-ard, I mean Imam Hassan and Imam Hussain, so he used to respect them greatly. In the way to Karbala, the main standard of the army of Imam Hussain was in hand of Abu al-Fadl Salamullahi alayhi. And it is mentioned on the night of Ashura, Imam Hussain alayhi salam gathered Bani Hashim and Ashab, the companions, and he told them in short that these people are willing to kill me, and if they kill me, they will not care to kill any other one, and I am allowing you to leave me. There is no responsibility for you. Each one of the companions may catch one of my family relations and leave the army here, go out so that tomorrow in the day of Ashura you will not be killed. It is dark and you can run away. Abu al-Fadl Salamullahi alayh, he first replied that we will live for what? May Allah will not make us alive in that day when you are not alive in it. What is the benefit of life in your absence? And similar reply was from rest of Bani Hashim and also the companions of Imam Hussain. All of them said the same thing. Some of them said, by Allah, if I am killed and then again I am alive and then again killed and again alive and again killed 70 times, still I love to be with you and support you, and I am not afraid of the killing or the pain which might be resulted in my killing. So that was their faith and stability in Iman. The Iman is stable in their heart. Not that Iman is by tongue. No, Iman is from the heart. However, in the day of Ashura, Ahlul Bayt, means Abu al-Fadl, Ali al-Akbar, others, Bani Hashim, they wanted to start the battle, but Ansar, the companions of Imam Hussain, said, no, we have to start the war. And when we are killed, then you, Bani Hashim, may start. Imam Hussain alayhi salam allowed Ansar to start the war. After the war, after all companions were martyred, the first one from Bani Hashim who started the war was Ali al-Akbar, Ridwanullahi ta'ala alayh. Then Al-Qasim and the rest of Bani Hashim. Till Abu al-Fadl found that no one of Bani Hashim remained except he and his brothers. He asked his brothers that, please come and let us get permission from Imam Hussain so that you defend Imam Hussain. So they came and asked permission. Imam Hussain allowed them. So the three brothers of Abu al-Fadl and Abu al-Fadl attacked the enemy till the three of them were martyred, and Abu al-Fadl returned back alone. And he was the last one with Imam Hussain. And he came to the tent and he heard the children are crying, al-atash, al-atash, thirsty, thirsty, because they have not taken water for 3 days and they were feeling a strong thirst. So he was very much upset to see that, and he came to Imam Hussain and he asked him, oh my brother, allow me to attack the enemy. Imam Hussain said, oh brother, you are the carrier of my standard. If you are martyred, then no one will remain with me. He said, but I cannot stay alive when I see all my companions and relatives have been martyred. Give me permission. Imam Hussain said, okay, if you want to go, then get some water for these children. Abu al-Fadl carried the sack of water and came toward the water, Euphrates. There was 4,000 warriors there. He attacked them all till they were away of the water. When he entered the water and filled the sack, he got in his hand little water. He wanted to drink, but he remembered that his brother Imam Hussain is thirsty. How come he drink water before his brother has the chance to drink water? You see the loyalty to the Imam, the fraternity to the Imam. He threw the water and called himself, was talking, يا نفس من بعد الحسين هوني وبعده لا كنت أو تكوني أتشربين بارد المعين تالله ما هذا فعال ديني. That, oh my soul, are you satisfied with water while Imam Hussain has no water. No, this is not fair to do it. And he threw the water, and he came hurriedly in order to reach the tent with the sack of water. Umar ibn Sa'd ordered the army, all 30,000 soldiers, to attack Abu al-Fadl, and he said, don't let him get the water to the tent. Otherwise, if he and Imam Hussain get satisfied with water, then they will kill you, and no one of you will remain alive in that way. So all the army attacked Abu al-Fadl. They could not come from the front to fight with him. That is why one of the enemies was behind the tree, and when Abu al-Fadl passed the tree, he hit his right arm, and his right arm was cut. Abu al-Fadl carried the sword with his left arm, and then he was fighting. His aim was to reach the tent of Imam Hussain so that he can give water to the children. Another enemy also was behind another tree, and then he hit Abu al-Fadl, struck him on his left arm, and he cut both the arms. Now Abu al-Fadl has no arms to fight. He carried the sword by his tongue, by his teeth, and he was, well, fighting in a way probably that he can reach the main thing, at least the sack of water may reach the tent. One of the enemies came and he said, Ya Abbas, you used to say that I am ready to fight any one of you. Now I came to fight with you. He told him, now you are fighting with me when I have no hands. That tyrant person, he said, if you have no hands, I have hands. And he hit Abu al-Fadl by a sword on his head, so that the blood was filling his head. Other people were throwing arrows. One of the arrows came to the eye of Abu al-Fadl, and now he cannot see with both the eyes, and he cannot even stay on the horse, and he fell down to the ground. One of the khutaba, he said, I saw Abu al-Fadl salamullah alayhi in a dream, and he told him, he said, he asked me that if somebody is on the horse and fell down, he fell to the ground, by what he catch the ground? He said, naturally by his hand to support his body. He said, but what I fell from the horse, I had no hands to support myself, and the arrow was on the ground, and that hit my eye more. Then in that situation he called Imam Hussain, Assalamu alayka ya Aba Abdullah. Imam Hussain came hurriedly. It is said that he came down from the horse and he carried something by hand. He kissed that hand and then moved. Also Imam Hussain came down again and carried another thing by hand, and he kissed that. When they looked, they found him, he is carrying the hands of Abu al-Fadl, which was on the ground. And he came near his brother Abu al-Fadl salamullahi alayh, and he put head of Abu al-Fadl on his lap, because that was at the end of his life. Abu al-Fadl told him, oh my brother, my will is that you do not take me to the tent, leave me die here. He said, why not? Abu al-Fadl said, first, I am ashamed of Sukaina, because I promised her to bring water and now there is no water. Secondly, I see myself at the end of my life, and it's better to stay here. Inna lillah wa inna ilayhi raji'un. وسيعلم الذين ظلموا أي منقلب ينقلبون والعاقبة للمتقين. اللهم إنا نسألك وندعوك بجلال وجهك الكريم وبقرآنك العظيم وبمحمد وأهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين أن ترزقنا من فضلك خير الدنيا والآخرة. اللهم عجل فرج وليك صاحب العصر والزمان، واجعلنا من أنصاره وأعوانه ومن المجاهدين بين يديه. اللهم اشف مرضانا وارحم موتانا واغفر ذنوبنا واستر عيوبنا، واحرسنا من شر الأشرار وكيد الفجار وطوارق الليل والنهار. بعض الأخوة أوصوني قراءة الآية المباركة لشفاء المرضى. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم: أما يجيب المضطر إذا دعاه ويكشف السوء. 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 اللهم اشف مريض المنظور وجميع مرضى المؤمنين والمؤمنات، وارحم موتانا واغفر ذنوبنا ويسر مطالبنا، وإلى أرواح المؤمنين والمؤمنات ومن مات على الإيمان وموت الحاضرين. رحم الله من يقرأ سورة الفاتحة قبلها صلوات. اللهم